Hey, QL crew, the last thing any of us needs is another chore. As we learn to recognize how stress shows up in our minds and bodies, we can begin to take control. But stress management isn't just about relieving the symptoms, it's about taking charge of how we react to the stressors in our life. Let me slow that down. Stress management isn't just about relieving the symptoms, it's about taking charge of how we react to the stressors in our life. We don't often have a choice in the stressors that show up, though, as we tune in more, we'll start to find the ones that we self impose. This is a whole other topic that we can cover as an optional lesson or in a live. Recognizing stress is the first step. We can follow that recognition with strategies to manage and reduce it. And we can learn to break free from the cycle of stress induced emotional, cognitive, and physical responses. At this point, I can practically hear some of you sighing. We've all tried stress management strategies that only ended up stressing us out because we didn't have time to do them well. We didn't find them comfortable or didn't feel they were effective for us. Stress management isn't about perfection, it's about practice. The goal isn't to win at relaxing, it's to find what works for each of us, even in small ways. The time to try something new may not be in the midst of a crisis. Though I do have one tactic that is simple and could work in the midst of chaos. I ask you to keep a very open mind, the same way that we flipped our focus to recess and fun and movement moments over exercise. We're going to get a little bit creative and curious here too. So let's start with the simplest techniques, breathing. Breathing exercises, or sometimes called breath work, is often intertwined with mindfulness and meditation, but it can stand on its own. Deep breathing, like diaphragmatic breathing or belly breathing, can lower heart rate and blood pressure. Belly breathing is the way that puppies, kittens, and sleeping babies breathe. Put your hand on your belly. Breathe in slowly, deeply, so that you feel your hand rise and then fall on the out breath. Imagine a puppy, a kitten, or baby to help you slow that rise and fall. An even simpler breathing technique is in out breathing. This is one strategy that you can use with zero training in the midst of a crisis. When we're stressed, we breathe quickly and shallowly. If you simply say or think, breathe in when you breathe in, or think or say, breathe out when you breathe out, those silent or verbal words in conjunction with the physical act of breathing will slow and deepen your breath. That focus on the breath going in, then going out of your body, will help your busy mind to ease. And even a slight ease will give you space to respond to the stressor more consciously. Try it with just 3 breaths. Repeat as necessary as the situation allows. You can do this anywhere, from the boardroom to the bedroom or anywhere you feel stress arise. I find it more effective than counting to 10 before responding. Try it. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, that time I said it verbally, but you can say it in your mind. You've got something attacking your space, right? Some stressor, and you 3 breaths. In, out. Think in as you go in, out as you go out. It's easier for me than counting to 10. I also, when I count in my head, I tend to roll my eyes, which, if I'm responding to a human stressor, doesn't look like I'm responding well. If I'm just breathing, I look like I'm thinking. I may only be thinking about my breath, but I look like I'm thinking. Mindfulness practice help us focus on the present moment, reducing overthinking and lowering stress. While mindfulness or meditation may not be for everyone, I find that quite often it's not that mindfulness and meditation per se aren't a fit for someone, but that they have not found their fit. My practice has changed multiple times over the years. I've loved a process or a tool until I didn't. Other things I've tried, despised, until I didn't. Personally, I still struggle with mindfulness, even though I've done guided meditation for over 20 years. Last year, I tried the Just One mindfulness technique popularized by wellness teacher Chore, and we can try this together in an upcoming live. And most of us will fail at it, but we'll try again and again. I tried to master Just One for several months. It is simple in theory, more challenging in practice. And what I've replaced it with is squirrel wrangling, which is my own process, and I will share that with you as well. Some of you may already be experimenting, while others have solid practices. These do not have to be formal meditation or mindfulness. Did you know that just sitting and listening to music, or birds, or the ocean, or children laughing can be a form of mindfulness? These are free and they don't have time bounds. Mindfulness and or meditation can improve emotional regulation, reduce anxiety, and enhance mental clarity, which all help you to break the cycle of worry and stress. There are a lot of tools out there, some are free, they can help you with this. Movement is a powerful stress reducer, releasing endorphins that boost mood and ease tension. Whether it's recess, a dance party, playing fetch, a walk and talk with a friend, or doing Danny Go with kids, movement can shift your mindset. A former manager taught me the power of the walk and talk. When meetings got tense, we'd step away from the table and continue the meeting walking around the parking lot. I've used this with my daughter in tough moments and even paused disagreements with my husband to walk it off. And if I'm really teed off, I get an intense workout as a bonus. I always return with more clarity. As a leader, I've also used movement and breath work to reset the tone of a room, whether that's a physical room or a virtual Zoom room. Just 3 deep breaths, lifting your hands towards the sun as the inhale and bringing them to your heart on the exhale, can shift the energy in a room full of hundreds. Regular movement doesn't just relieve stress, it prevents it from building up, keeping both mind and body in balance. Each of these is a way of taking control of your body's response to stress. In the next lesson, we'll talk about how we can reduce stress.